Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. My name is Nabi Noor. This is Nabi Noor. This is my YouTube request that all the 5%ers, I request all the 5%ers vote for the Mexican president. All of the Nation of Islam, all of the Nation of Gods and Earths, all of the Christian family, all of the Jewish family, all of the Shaolin Temple Buddhist family. I request that you vote for the Mexican that's running for president, running for the United States president. It's very easy. My YouTube, Nabi Noor Kungfu, I use bait. I trick devils into thinking that 5%ers were enemies of Martin Luther King Jr. And the bait was good. It was good bait. But I tricked everyone. But I couldn't trick the true believers because the true believers know in the book by Elijah Muhammad, The Fall of America, in the book by Elijah Muhammad, Our Savior Has Arrived. Elijah Muhammad stated that Martin Luther King was one of his best friends, who he drank coffee with often, tea often. Neither one of them did narcotics. Neither one of them even smoked marijuana. Neither one of them even drank alcohol. Elijah Muhammad and Martin Luther King were best friends. Elijah Muhammad and John F. Kennedy were best friends. So I used a lot of bait. I had to draw the devil's side. Most of the people you see who say they're Muslims or 5%ers, most of the people who say they're Nation of Islam, they're not. I was in mosque number 75 in Las Vegas, and I'm a transient. I'm a transient because in Jamaica, my death was reported. My family reported me dead. My relatives, my sister, Anisha, Noriega, my mother, Annette, they reported me dead. So people can deactivate me. And I was in mosque number 75. I had sex with over 3 of the women who work and have husbands. Their husbands paid for me to have sex with them. And they are in Las Vegas at mosque number 75 for the Nation of Islam. 3 married women paid money to their husbands paid money with a debit card or a credit card to have me deactivated by remote control. You know, it's called transient sex, or fuckboy sex, as they call it, where the person is deactivated and they're allowed to do whatever they want with that person sexually. And the person, such as myself, oblivious, not conscious during it. But these are people. There's even people who want to call Mosque Mariam in Chicago. Women answer the phone. When they know it's me, they hang up the phone. So there's infiltrates in the Nation of Islam. There's infiltrates in the Christian church. Dr. Muhammad Abdul Zakat is my third master in Psychic Kungfu. Psychic Kungfu, Shaolin Temple Kungfu. Dr. Muhammad Abdul Zakat. And he taught me in 2000, maybe 2001. I was taught by Dr. Muhammad Abdul Zakat. He was Elijah Muhammad's supreme captain in person in the 30s. So, and he taught me that a Christian is a Muslim, a Muslim is a Christian, and a Christian is a Buddhist, a Muslim is a Buddhist. He taught me that all things are one, that God is one. The space is the first stage of God. That 76 quintillion square miles of space is God the Father, Allah. That space is alive and moves like water. You have to record it with a camera, in a telescope, in a graph. And after weeks of watching it move, you couldn't see it unless you pressed fast forward. Please vote for the Mexican president. All of the 5%ers, all of the Christian 5%ers that are in the taquia, we call it in the mosque, such as Day 26, the singers from Day 26, the singers of Bad Way Label Records, Sean Puffy Combs, those are Christians in taquia, those are 5% Christians. I'm asking that all of the celebrities vote for the Mexican who is running for American president. I mean, you know my last name is Noriega 3 because my family falsified my identity. My family are not my biological family. That's why their name is Noriega, Noriega. Mine is Noriego, Noriego, the third on my birth certificate. And there's no father listed on my birth certificate. Just a Jamaican born mother, Annette Christine Ramsey, born in Montego Bay. Mother Tanetta Muhammad said that in her YouTube. She stated, it's titled The 10th System of the Brain. She stated in the book of Revelations, you'll see the family that's 1,444 or 14,000, 14,044, some number in Revelations, 1,444, or is it 14,400? That number of people in Revelations, she stated the square root is 54, and she stated that that is symbolic to the Mexican Americans in the United States. That prophecies about them being the most righteous people, mathematically, figuratively. If you compare how many people have sold their babies at abortion clinics, 7 out of 10 abortions are sold and not aborted. Secretly, those children are just like me. Someone who was born at an abortion clinic or hospital, falsified as an abortion and sold so that they can facilitate the family who signed the birth certificate and pretend to be the parents can facilitate torture, molestation, beatings, graduating to juvenile hall, graduating to jail, graduating to prison. My cousin David, his mother is named Dorothy Rivers. My cousin David is the youngest person in Washington State, Seattle, Washington State, with 3 strikes you're out. The youngest person in history. That proves his parents were not his parents. Do you know his incarceration funds the Safeway? The video recordings of him doing time in prison, those are the Dow Jones stocks for the Safeway store all over the country. I'm giving you an example. Most of the people you see in the church house, they're not Christians. They're in there buying and selling babies. Most of the Muslims you see in the mosque from different countries that are Sunnis, they're not Muslims at all. They're buying and selling children. Transients, as they call them. Oblivious to a microchip in their head, so you can tell them anything. You can be renting in their body, telling them to steal something from the store. They wouldn't even know that it's not their own thought, because you never told them there was a cerebral interface microchip in their head. But what I'm saying is, figuratively and comparatively, out of all the people in the United States history, the ethnicities, the Mexican Americans have sold their babies the least. That's why Mother Tanetta Muhammad considers them the most holy people in the history of the United States. She lived in Mexico the last 20 years of her life before she faked her death. She built multiple mother planes, multiple flying saucers in Tepoztlán, Mexico. I know you saw photos of the flying saucers in Tepoztlán, Mexico. Yeah, my mother, Tanetta Muhammad, built those. That's Ishmael Muhammad's mother. Ishmael Muhammad builds flying saucers, builds mother planes. His mother taught him how to. His father, who do you think taught him how to build those? Mother Tanetta Muhammad, Elijah Muhammad's wife. So please vote for the Mexican American president, because those are the most holy people in history. They have sold their babies the least at the hospitals. They have sold their babies at the abortion clinics the least. They falsified abortions the least. This is a true fact. That's why Mother Tanetta Muhammad, the most wise 25th female messenger, stated there they are the square root of that 14,044. That symbolic number, whatever that number is 14,000 something. It's in the book of Revelations. She said the square root is 54. She said that is the number of the Mexican people. I'm I'm not trying to blow marijuana smoke into your nostrils. But if you have some marijuana, please give me some marijuana, because I smoke weed. I never did narcotics in my life. I proved that Mr. Hanscom, who taught me ninjutsu, juggling, gymnastics at Maple Elementary School in Beacon Hill, Seattle, I proved that he's innocent of child molestation. Donald Trump is a good person. He's not bad. He's the only person to prove that Michael Jackson was innocent of child molestation, innocent of being homosexual. Donald Trump proved that. I'm not saying you should vote for him, but he's a good person. But he proved that Priscilla Presley and Michael Jackson had a 14-day honeymoon inside of his Trump hotel. And no one entered that room. No one exited that room for 14 days. That proves that Michael Jackson was never gay, never molested children. He was with Priscilla Presley, Elvis Presley's daughter, on a honeymoon for 14 days in Donald Trump's hotel. Donald Trump stated it himself. Michael Jackson is innocent of all of that. You would have to be an oxymoron to think anything other than that. You would have to be an oxymoron. Morons, please oxify me. And please bring me some marijuana while you're oxifying me. Donald Trump is a good brother. Anybody who has something bad to say about Donald Trump, I mean, I wouldn't say, I'm not arguing with anything you say about him, but in particular, people who have something bad to say are simply changing the subject. The subject matter should be who is going to be the next American president. It should be the Mexican American. Those are the most holy people. Figuratively, literally, mathematically, they've sold their children the West. The children that are sold in abortion clinics, in hospitals, falsified abortions, those are the Dow Jones shares of Safeway, Walmart, Sam's Club, Starbucks, 7-Eleven, AM/PM. My name is Nabi Noor, Muslim Hassan. I don't have to run for president of the island Jamaica because they reported me dead. My mother, Annette Christine Ramsey, is the oldest sharecropper and stockholder of the island Jamaica. She's near 63. The rest of the older Jamaicans are dead. I'm the oldest son. They had to report me dead to assume the inheritance, to give the inheritance to my sister, Anisha Noriega, my brother, Raymond Halbert Noriega, my uncle Dave Lawrence, my aunt Marilyn Lawrence. So that means when I go to Jamaica and say I'm not dead, all of those people go to prison. My aunt goes to prison, Marilyn Lawrence. My aunt Michelle Piper goes to prison. My father, Alphonse De Priest Noriega Jr., he's nearly 63 years old. He goes to prison, federal. Anisha Correa goes to prison. Anisha Correa Noriega goes to prison. When I go to Jamaica and say, hey, I'm not dead. See, I don't got to run for president of Jamaica. I'm already president. But I would like you to vote for the next American president, the Mexican, the only Mexican that you see running for president. That's who I would like you to vote. That's who I want you to vote for. My name is Nabi Noor. My birth certificate name is Alphonse De Priest Noriega III. Assalamu alaikum, peace. All the 5%ers, Allah School in Mecca, all the Latin kings in New York, vote for the Mexican that's running for president of the United States. All the Latin kings in New York, all the Latin kings, all the 5%ers, the nation of gods and earths in New York, vote for him. All the Takia Christian celebrities, all the heavy metal Takia Christian celebrities, Lacey Sturm, please, that's the champion female heavy metal singer, Lacey Sturm, please vote for the Mexican president. Stem the heavy metal spokesman for UFC Ultimate Fight Championship, Stem the heavy metal group, the greatest heavy metal group in history. Please vote for the Mexican president as the American president. I've told everyone that he would win. It wouldn't make mathematical sense if he didn't. I don't see how he could lose. I mean, figuratively, mathematically, if you're a 5%er, or honestly, if you're a Christian, if you're black, if you're a Christian and you're white, you should honestly be an honest Christian and vote for somebody whose people don't sell their babies at the abortion clinic and falsify that they're aborted. Good math, huh? You don't have to use calculus. You don't have to use trigonometry. You don't have to use fractions. You don't have to use algebra. Use simple addition. Addition. Yaqub, the maker of the Devils, their headquarters is Jamaica Island. 85% of that island is secretly the biological family of Yaqub, from Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. Secretly, they've been there for thousands of years on that island. They use subtraction. They kill people. They use subtraction. They kill Americans. They don't kill Jamaicans. They kill Americans. The only Jamaicans they kill are the ones who don't want to be a witch, don't want to support selling surrogate babies and abusing those babies, committing identity theft, pretending they are the parents of that child. It's identity theft. Peace. We love you. We love all life. If you want to save a life, if you want to have revenge, you want to take revenge, save a life. That's the best revenge. Watch my favorite movies of science. Watch Legend of the Orphan Gang, starring Eddie Ping. Legend of the Orphan Gang. Watch sci-fi series Sci-Fi Happy series. Grand finale, Sci-Fi Happy series. And watch Monks of Shaolin, starring Andy Lau and Jackie Chan. Watch Monks of Shaolin, starring Andy Lau and Jackie Chan. Thank you. This has been Nabi Noor, Muslim Hassan, breaking news, reporting to you live from Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. One of my favorite games, Street Fighter. We got Street Fighter versus X-Men. They got Marvel superheroes right here. Marvel superheroes. I think this is versus X-Men. Oh, I'm gonna show you some people in this arcade. They might be hiding. Bunch of kids in here. Look at. Oh, he counting chips. Look, he's counting chips. They're wilding out at the Pac-Man Battle Royal. They're wilding. Hi, peoples. Look at the kids. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Please invest your money. Please invest your American dollars in Chinese gold. Within 3 years, you will see it quintuple. Quintuple means it multiplies times 5. Invest in Chinese gold. Leave it in the Chinese gold deposit banks. And your money will quintuple within about 3 years. You can buy houses and cars and wow out. Yeah. I am the Black Panther. I am the Black Panther. It is my honor to serve the community as the Black Panther. I got a new hat. I dedicated this hat to my daughter, Victor Zoe Michelle Walker. Check it out. Vote for the Mexican president to be the next president of the United States. Thank you. It would fill me with so much joy. Hallelujah, 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 yin and yang, and hamdulillah, and hamdulillah. Thank you, Ishmael Muhammad. We honor you. Thank you for building those flying saucers. And brother, when I get to Jamaica, I want you to teach me how to build one. I want to buy a few of them flying saucers. Those are the plans.